Hi guys, this is Miss Lacey with another art activity for you guys. You can see I'm wearing my blue school shirt today because I'm going to be posting this video on Friday. I've been hearing of other students and teachers that are still wearing their blue shirts on Fridays, so if you guys are, let us know in the comments below. Today we are going to be making an origami bunny. I've had a lot of third graders asking for an origami project, and this was actually the project that I had planned to do the week that school closed. So you guys will be doing the project that we were going to be doing in school. If you have students that are younger than third grade or just have a hard time with origami, then I would recommend looking up a video for this bunny, just the face. Make sure you get the one with the pointed cheeks. This is the easiest one to do. But I will be showing you guys how to do this bunny. It is hard enough for older students, but not as hard as some of them, so that's why I chose this one. And let's get started. For this activity, you will need a sheet of paper. Optional, if you have a rectangle sheet of paper, you might need scissors or might want to use scissors, and also optional is a marker. So if you have a rectangular sheet to begin with, then you are going to fold up the edge, the short edge of the paper, actually it doesn't matter which edge, but the short edge of the paper to the long edge of the paper, line it up and fold it at a diagonal, and then you will have this extra part of the paper that we need to cut off. If you don't have scissors, you could fold this part back and forth a bunch of times and hold it on the edge of your table and tear it off. Since I have scissors, I am going to go ahead and cut this. And you can make your origami bunny any size. Smaller ones will be a little harder to do. Larger ones will be easier. When you unfold this, it should be a square. So what we need to start with is a square sheet of paper. I happen to have some origami paper, so I'm going to be using this because I think it will be easier for you to see the folds in with it colored. You can use any type of paper. It will work a little better if it's thinner paper, so I wouldn't use like construction paper for this unless you're desperate. Construction paper is gonna tear really easily. I have used construction paper for origami before, and it's much more difficult. So starting out with our square sheet of paper, we are going to start how we normally start with almost all of our origami projects. You're going to fold it in half, diagonally match one corner to another corner and crease it, and then you're going to open it up and do it on the other side. So where that line is going through, you're going to fold those two corners together. And we have an X on our paper right now. We are going to do the last two. We're going to fold it in half every way that you possibly can fold it in half. So we're going to fold half just normally and turn it, and you'll have a line going down the middle, and we're going to fold that last side in half. So you should have kind of a star shape of folds on your paper when you're ready. Okay, now we are going to create even more folds, even more lines in it as kind of guidelines. So we're going to fold the edge of your paper into the middle line. Fold one edge of your paper into the middle line and line it up with the middle line. And then do the same thing with the other side. You're going to fold that in. This is kind of similar. Those students that remember us doing the dragon eye, it kind of starts out similar. So you're going to fold those two edges in, and then guess what? We're going to unfold them. So we have a bunch of lines going across this way, and now we're going to make one more line going the other way. So with your paper, so that the lines that go all through it are going up and down, take the bottom edge and fold that into the middle line. It should look like this. You're going to open it up, and still with that same side at the bottom, you're going to take one of the corners and fold it up to the middle and crease it, just like you were starting to do a paper airplane. And you're going to do the same thing with the other side. Fold it to the middle so that they meet in the middle, and you have kind of a triangle on the bottom of your paper. Go ahead, and if you do this right, you should be able to see a diamond at this point, kind of in folds on the bottom of your paper. Go ahead and open those flaps, open those folds up, and fold in each side back to the middle again. So keeping it the same direction as it was with this at the bottom, then you're going to open it up and fold these edges into the middle. And when you do that, you should see a diamond shape at the bottom. And you'll have like two triangles at the top, and then there'll be a diamond shape at the bottom. Next, we are going to fold this bottom edge up to the middle line here. So fold this bottom edge up to the middle here. Now, this fold is actually super easy, but I know some students are going to struggle with it, so I'll show you it a couple times. So you folded it up. You're going to press in on the corners of this front flap. You're going to press in on the corners. And you might have to push your finger in along the edge a little bit so that it folds flat. But you're going to press in on the corners and fold it flat to a squash fold. Okay, let's do that fold one more time. You're going to push in on the corners and flatten it into a diamond shape on the bottom. So it should look like this. Next, we are going to fold this big part back to the other side along the diamond. So you're just kind of flipping this point of the diamond next to this part and having the other part of the diamond stick up. After you've done that, you're going to turn your paper over to the other side so that you don't have a fold. There's no extra piece of paper on this side. And then I'm going to actually turn it around so the point's at the bottom. And I'm going to fold this edge into the middle line on both sides. Both of those edges of the bottom of the diamond into the middle line. Okay, so it should look like this. You get those edges folded in, and we're going to flip it back again. So push this bottom points, because there's kind of two of them, back, and fold that back. And hopefully you guys can kind of see that we've got the beginning of the bunny head anyway. There's his ears and his face. Okay. Because he's got a really pointy chin, we're going to turn it over and fold that point under. This part, there's not a certain line to fold it to. You're just folding the point under a little bit, maybe about halfway down between this fold and the top, not even quite halfway, just so that you've got it folded under so that his chin isn't as pointy. Then you're going to take it and you're going to fold it in half, long ways. So in between his ears and this whole line, you're going to fold that in half, but you need to make sure that his chin doesn't poke out again. So push that under, maybe even turn it over to the other side to fold it so you can make sure that that little triangle stays folded in, and fold it in half. Line it up along these edges of your paper, and it should look like this. Then we're gonna, poor Bunny, we're gonna pull his ears up and you're just gonna grab onto the ears and pull them up a little bit, and then you're going to squish this part down so that it folds. So once again, I'll show you that fold one more time. His ears are back like this, they're in line with this edge, and you're going to pull them up and then just squish this flat. Okay. The next fold also does not have a specific place to fold it to, and I know my students have a hard time with that, and I have a hard time showing how to do that, but we're going to take this corner and we're going to fold it to kind of his middle of his cheek here. So you're not going to line it up with anything. This line isn't going to be straight. It's going to be kind of at an angle. You're just going to take this corner and fold it up, not to the top, not to the end here, just kind of in the middle of this area, and go ahead and crease it. So it should be kind of at an angle. You can tell it's not lined up with the top. Once you get that fold done, then you're going to open it up, and we're actually going to open up the bottom fold also. So kind of hold it underneath, and you're going to fold that back inside of it, and then squeeze it on this end. So let me show that one more time and from the top in case that's easier for you. So you've folded your end in, you unfold it, and then you're gonna kind of open that up and push this whole part of the paper up inside another fold. It should end up like this. We're getting close. You can kind of see that it's kind of a bunny shape. We need to make his feet, so that's what we'll do next. So again, you're going to open it, kind of not all the way, just open it as far as you need to, and you're going to fold this edge, the edge that's kind of right under his chin, in or out. Fold this edge out to this outer line and make a point. So you're just going to take this edge of the paper and fold it out to that edge and make a point. Now when you fold this, you're not squeezing it all the way down. You've got a part that's just kind of bent there. You just fold this part, but we are going to do that same thing on the other side. Okay, so you're going to take this edge and fold it to this line, and make sure that you're folding it in. So probably do it from the bottom. You can kind of see his ears here, and you're going to fold that edge to that line and fold it in. And you can see he has feet for points for feet. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys that fold one more time because I know it's really hard to see what I'm doing, so hopefully if I show you another time that will help. So fold this edge and this edge together, and fold this edge and this edge together. almost done with our bunny. He has a really pointy behind. So go ahead and fold that triangle, that point over, into a little triangle, and then open it, and you're going to kind of open this fold and push the triangle inside. I'll show you that one more time too. So you folded it so that you folded it over the edge of the point, and you open it up and kind of open the folds on the back a little bit. Push with your thumb that triangle inside and close it again. And we just have a couple more steps. So we're gonna make his ears look a little more like ears. Go ahead and fold them down on each side. You're just making a crease. So you're just gonna fold the ears down a little bit and then let them pop back up. And then push your finger inside the ears a little bit so that you can open them up a little bit. Don't flatten them all the way out, but just a little bit, so they kind of stick up and stick out a little bit. And the only step left is optional, and that is to draw a face on them, to draw eyes and if you want nose and a whiskers, whatever you want to draw on your bunny. The easiest way to do this is actually to flatten his face out again for drawing it. I tried to draw it just with it still folded, and my eyes ended up really wonky, and you could kind of tell one eye was like up way higher than the other eye. So I would suggest kind of opening his face again a little bit, and shake him, hold them flat. And you can go ahead and draw your eyes. You could draw any kind of eyes that you want. I know some of my students are going to want to draw kind of anime eyes, whatever kind of eyes you want to draw him. He could have closed eyes. Whatever eyes you want to give him. I'm going to give him some eyelashes too. And I'm going to put a nose on him. And maybe some whiskers. Go ahead and fold him flat again. I got my legs folded out, my feet folded out. Make sure his head's standing up the way it's supposed to be. And your bunny will actually stand on the table when you're all done. So that is the project for today.